Okay, so at the risk of being caught, I'm going to continue this video. I'm gonna upload this to YouTube as soon as possible. So the last video you saw, you people have by now, I'm sure, have seen the news about involving me, framing me for the murder of the people on the plane. And now there's someone's out to get me. In that last video, after that last video, I took the camera, I took the laptop. I was able to upload that video before anyone found me. I left that Manticore laptop where I uploaded it, so by now that kind of sent them off my trail a little bit, but I know that as soon as I upload this one to this new laptop, I found a non-Manticore one. It's only going to be a matter of time before they still catch me. I also took the evidence that I had on flash drives, and I was able to copy it to that laptop and kind of just make something of what I had. This is the only way I really have time to kind of show you guys everything. I don't really have time to work on that laptop too much. Basically, I'm going to record this, I'm going to send it out, and then I'm going to be on the run. Because as soon as I send this, they're going to know where I am, and I can't stay here that long. So I'm going to show you everything I have. If Manticore finds me, I guess, if just anybody out there who can help clear my name, Karushnikov, just people watching this, please stop this, because this is my life feels like a living hell after this. Okay, let me get my notes. I'm gonna show you everything I have. Okay, so I've been come on, focus here. I've been making kind of just a board of everything, all the info I've found so far to kind of just talk about here. It seems a little crazy, like I'm a little manic, but I think it's well justified. Okay, sorry. Okay, so obviously Manticore is at the heart of all this, but there's one person that ties Manticore, that is tied to Manticore, and that in that plane crash I was framed for over there. The 6 people who went to valcamonica and got assassinated afterwards, the Krapp twins, the weird graffiti, centisafe, Darren, Pearce, Barry, and Oscar's disappearance, all together, like all of that together. I don't know who that person is, but they're at the heart of all this, and they're the answer to everything. Okay. Here's my notes. Okay, so all the way back to the beginning, I went through all the extra printouts I made in my files about all this, but I never had time to go through but I never had time to really go through it all when I was going through the other stuff. The Valcamonica Symposium was sponsored by a company based in what was then part of Romania, but later became independent Moldova. That company was called, and I'll probably pronounce this wrong, because it's a Romanian word. centipede. I honestly don't know. That's a combination of the Romanian words and for discovery and centipede. So if you like centa discovery, it's not out of the realm of possibility. This was the precursor to centisafe. Sorry, centisafe is that right there. So centipede Superior was a charity set up by a Romanian businessman, Tatu Calugarja, descended from aristocracy. His son's name was Vyacheslav. Calugar is Romanian for monk. Vyacheslav Calugarja changed his name to William Monk, who is this guy right here. So William Monk's father arranged the Valcamonica symposium and brought these 6 people together. Right over here. I don't know why, but it's tied to manticore. That's definite. We'll get back to the assassinations later. Back to manticore. William Monk registered a company called the International Housing Commission. Where did I put that on here? Right here. The International Housing Commission. The not manticore, or shoot, is this right? I'm getting my notes all jumbled. But the Independent Housing Commission with the Delaware State Registry for some reason, which is the same day the company Manticore Housing Commission was registered in the UK. That's fact. But his appointment as director of this similarly named company was withdrawn from Delaware. I don't know why, but I did some research, and the Delaware State Registry used to operate in partnership with the New York Consultants Bureau. And so William Monk used the same company that was involved with Vladimir Demikov's publishing of his experiments, only to pull out as a director. Then set up with the company properly in the UK. William Monk used his money he inherited from David Rogers, MP, who I'm guessing was friends with his father. And I'm guessing he was friends with his father. Sorry, I'm repeating myself. I'm sorry. Where was I? Oh, and in the Saletti crime family, back when they started in their native Italy, they had ties to the Romanian aristocracy through their family. So that's how they could afford to move operations to the U.S. So whoever ran William Monk's father's company must have replaced William Monk as director of this company, which sounds very close to Manticore Housing Commission, but is in no way legally associated with Manticore. So to set up centisafe and centicell for some reason, they clearly didn't want anyone knowing about their association with Manticore. So William Monk bankrolls centisafe and centicell, and through David Rogers' scholarships, he knew Guswald Elderstone got him a job at Centicell for whatever reason. And then when he moved into politics, endorsed him through Manticore Publishing's newspapers, the Daily Move, which is up there. So already we've tied William Monk and his father to assassination, money laundering, fraud, corruption, and organized crime throughout Europe and the United States. But that alone could and should bring them down. But let's not stop there. That's everything that doesn't involve Barry and Oscar. Darren Pearce and the plane crash and I'm just going to focus on Barry and Oscar right now. We still haven't found them, but they've been sighted apparently in Canada. I know you can't see this very well, but there's a picture of them, a sighting of them in Canada and the U.S. Oscar definitely was sighted because he was working there with Lucius St. Mercy in manticore management, where I met them both. And Barry's connected to manticore because the Housing Commission placed him with Oscar. Who else was cited in North America recently? Well, Darren Pearce. At least, I mean, it seems pretty certain based on the skyline in his video. That's what the guys on the conspiracy theory site told me. And I did some digging and found out where Barry and Oscar flew to from Heathrow in the day they visited the British Museum and the Krapp twins were arrested. And which was in Peru. Darren Pearce is in Peru on the run in one of his videos. So Darren, Barry, and Oscar keep showing up in the same places around the same time. And Darren has to know where they disappeared to in 2015. The only way I can tie Darren to Manticore is that the Housing Commission has no office in Peru. But for now, he's involved with Barry and Oscar. They're both linked by the mysterious graffiti. This stuff right here. And because it shows logos featured in both of their videos at different points, that's where that connection is made. So about that graffiti, I found another report about similar graffiti on the Berlin Wall the day after it collapsed. That's a loose thread. But now this graffiti is connected to the buzzer, which features in the video where one of the graffiti logos appear. That Russian military broadcast, the fall of the Berlin Wall, and the death of the Nikusha Zorzaliani in Sagario, Georgia. So if there's any way to link Darren, Barry, or Oscar to Germany, Russia, or Georgia, that's a whole other deal that suggests their disappearance is connected to the cult of centipus or the Russian military. A side note, and I didn't look into this enough before I had to go offline, but I think there's definitely a connection between centicell, centisafe, centidiscovery, and centipus. And rewatching that news report that mentions the idiot running for president, his hashtag looks a lot like that, like centipus. This one over here. So he might be a member, or he just might be really bad at spelling. Kind of hard to decide which one it is. So back to Barry and Oscar. I discovered something about the London incident that led to the Krapp twins' arrest and Barry and Oscar fleeing from the country. The security firm that monitors the British Museum reported Barry and Oscar breaking into an exhibit at the museum that day and stealing something. It took a long time unraveling fake companies, but that security firm is Centisafe. So Barry and Oscar took something connected to the British Museum exhibit hosted by the Manticore Foundation. And Centisafe, which is bankrolled in secret by William Monk, are trying to find them. It's another random thought, but the exhibition in the book published by that guy, represented by Lucius St. Mercy, centers around Canterbury, which was where Barry was placed by the Housing Commission in 2013. Trying not to get sidetracked here. I'm trying not to get sidetracked here, but the more I put out there, the more likely someone will watch this and look into it, because I won't be able to. So Canterbury is a key to location in all this, and then the Krapp twins, they got solitary confinement for life in Britain's most secure prison for very stupid reasons. But they were working for someone called VLAD, and then Mike Sponge, who killed workers in Somalia, working for the Manticore Foundation. They also ended up in Belmarsh despite being in prison. Both he and the Krapp twins were blamed, along with me, for the plane crash. Yeah, so, gosh. Sorry, anyway. So, yeah, the Krapp twins, they said they were working with Vlad, and the Krapp twins were also Moldovan. Vlad might be Moldovan. The plane crash happened in Moldova, where William Monk and his father are from, where the Solettis got their financing, where David got their, where David Rogers in the valcamonica symposium were financed from. Moldova's a key location, and I couldn't connect the events in Sagario to Moldova. Then I can tie the graffiti to Manticore and William Monk. I found out Inspector Bumblington, who used to be on the security detail for Guswald Alderstone, used to work for the security firm run by Centisafe. So Centisafe got Bumblington, with no resistance from the then mayor of London, to lock up the Krapp twins because they all knew about what Barry and Oscar had stolen from the British Museum. And when they told Vlad, and then they knew Vlad. Sorry, so somebody wanted that kept quiet, basically. Hence their solitary confinement. But back to the plane crash here. Back to the plane crash. My guess is Manticore were involved, since Fortis Air and Smith Energy announced the world's largest aircraft with 0 carbon emissions back in 2009. They hired the Krapp twins and Mike Sponge to organize the crash, and then when they got arrested, took it out of their hands, but can easily blame them and me. When they realized I was getting close to uncovering everything, and I reckon this Vlad guy, whoever he is, hired them and oversaw the entire plot to crash the plane and let Manticore take control of the world's energy and travel markets. And they got rid of Gillian Mantel, who everyone thought was going to beat Parfit in the election in a few months. Meaning the guy who is now president and might be a member of the cult of Centipus and is friends with William Monk is now supporting them. So Manticore now essentially runs the world. And Barry and Oscar disappeared, and now Manticore through centisafe are trying to find them. They have something important to William Monk that they stole from the British Museum. Whatever that is, maybe Darren Pearce knows. And this alone would be enough to tie William Monk and Manticore to decades of wrongdoing and rigging of presidential election and possibly the British election as well. But this VLAD guy, he's also responsible for the assassinations of just six people invited to the valcamonica symposium. Looking through the police reports at the places of each of their deaths, reports mention a similar figure being sighted at each scene of death within 24 hours of them being discovered dead by the authorities. So Friday, June 23rd, 1978, Cherbourg, France. Day before, get my notes here. Day before Robert Schirrow's death. Short, described as a short, pale, blonde figure. Pale, blonde figure sighted in the town of a small commune with not a lot of strangers visiting. Next day, Robert Schirrow's dead. Tuesday, February 6, 1979, Bertioga, Brazil. Pale, blonde, short figure sighted day before Mengele dies. Thursday, October 21st, 1982. Same year the buzzer starts broadcasting. Sybil Hedingham, Essex, England. Same figure. Day before Savitri Devi's found dead. Moscow. Saturday, November 21st, 1998. Same figure. Next day, Vladimir Demikov is dead. Friday, February 27th, 2009. Santiago, Chile. Same figure. Sighted. Miguel Serrano dies the day after. The Geneva Township of Ashtabula County, Ohio. Wednesday, September 15th, 2010. Figure sighted. Robert J. White found dead the next day. 6 deaths in 32 years. It's feasible to say the guy who carried these out, the guy we only know as Vlad, carried out the plans, carried out the plane crash remotely. He's got to be the guy carrying out all of William Monk's dirty work, managing the finances for centisafe, keeping the Krapp twins and Mike Sponge locked up, cleaning up loose ends from Monk's dad's guests at Valcamonica. Whatever the hell those 6 people were doing there was so important they had to be killed for it. That's a mystery I can't solve, and I don't know why these 6 were killed so long after the symposium. But that's for someone else to figure out now, because I'm done. I'm out of resources, and I'm gonna be taken out more than likely. And whoever's watching this, find Barry and Oscar, find Darren Pearce, find what they stole, find a way to tie everything together that I couldn't figure out, and just. I don't know. I don't have anything else to share. Just find out who Vlad is. Find. He is the key to all this. prove my innocence. I don't want this to be my, I don't want that to be my legacy, to be blamed for those deaths. And all those people. I guess that's it. I've got nothing else. I've got nothing else to say. Fuck. Okay. My name is Darren. Sorry, I'm getting my stuff mixed up. I'm Frank. My name is Frank Gilchrist. I don't want this to be my legacy. I've come so far. You have to figure out what is behind all this. I don't think I can do this any much longer. I know I can't. I don't have much time left. Just please promise me you'll figure this out.